It's the cold hard truth. Everyone really want to know what's going on with her show. Just get on the air and you will know it's Sandra. The queen of the mile road is here, helping people from everywhere. Get on the phone and you will hear Sandra. Now she will tell you how it goes, but don't you ever step on her toes, 'cause you will hear the cold hard truth from Sandra. They say she's the hero in town, helping people from all around. You get a call, your money is found, it's Sandra. Some will call her late at night just to say that there is a fight, and she will not just leave it alone. She'll get up and call on the phone, and when politics starts on her show, everyone really wants to know the way that things will really go with Sandra. And some will start to criticize, get on the show and tell pure lies, but someday we'll realize it's Sandra. And when they start to argue again, she'll pull the heads to the wind, and soon you will be a friend of Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone wanna hear from Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone wanna hear from Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone got to hear from Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone got to hear from Sandra.
Good morning, beautiful people. Yes, I'm talking about you. How are you? All righty. Today's Wednesday, Hump Day Wednesday. The week is going by very, very quickly. I'm skating right into an early vacation this year. I'm so excited. So just putting you guys on notice, from the 21st, I'm going to be out of here. Oh, yes, honey child. We're exploring the big, beautiful world out there, seeing what else is going on around the world, right? The Cayman Islands is like the best place in the world, in my humblest of opinions. However, there are also other amazing places to go and to explore and to check out. So I'm all about that travel life. Grab your suitcase, honey child, throw some stuff in it, get on a plane or a boat or something, and go and see somewhere else in the world. Everybody good today? Yeah? All right, nice. So we're going to have a bit of a community show today. We've got some people coming from the Cayman Islands Basketball Association, some of our young folks. We're going to see what they're up to. And then we're going to have the National Trust that's coming in, talking about an event that they have planned that they'd like for you to support. And then after that, we've got Rotary Sunrise. I think there's several Rotaries, right? But we've got Rotary Sunrise this morning. They're having a raffle. And guess what? We're going to be giving away tickets. So you don't want to miss that, because you could be one of several lucky winners. So get ready. It's trivia time. So we're going to have some trivia questions for you. And then you have the opportunity to win. And I think it's a beautiful truck. We're going to get all the details here this morning on what their raffle is and what they're giving away for 2026. Always some really nice prizes. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. See if you can't win a ticket that puts you in the drawing to win a truck. Okay, so that's what we've got on tap for you today. Let me just put on my glasses, honey Jill. Took out some other ones out of the drawer this morning. I said, oh, I think it's time that I switch up my glasses a little bit. Sometimes I like to do that. Okay, so everybody's good. Everybody's having a beautiful day in paradise. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and sort out something. Where's my lip gloss this morning? Uh-oh. Looks like I forgot it in the next room. Righty-ho. Give me a second here. We're going to grab some links and update those. And then I will get myself all sorted out. What? I was about to say, y'all calling early. Give me a second. Give me 1 second here. Somebody's calling. I hope that doesn't mean there's an issue on the radio because I can't take no stress right now. Do not stress out Auntie. Okay? Okay. All right, let me see here. All right, let me just get this done quickly because it'll be 2 seconds before y'all messaging. Where's my link, Missy? Where's my link? Let me see here. So my co-host is in the studio. He's taken now to sitting in a chair every morning, or actually whenever he's in the office. He likes to sit in his chair, which is actually technically Marlon's chair, but I think he's commandeered it. He's like, look, when I'm in here, this is my chair. So sorry for Marlon. But last night, Zeus was demanding that he got up and gave him his chair back. I was like, what? This dog is really something else. He's so special. All right, let me see here now. Right. Okay, I'm just doing the YouTube one now. Give me 1 second. Yeah. What is this? I saw that the King Charles, yes, he is going to be visiting one of the islands. I'll tell you that here in a second. Let me just get to have a look at it real quick. I don't see the Cayman Islands on his list, but that's okay. We're here waiting. If you want to visit, we're not all that excited, quite frankly, but we wouldn't mind a royal visit. Give us the younger ones. All right, give me 1 quick second. All right, folks. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Okay, so the links are live. We are ready to rock and roll. So I think that the Football Association is ready. Just give me a thumbs up if you are ready to go. I can see you in the back studio. And when you're ready, we will pull you into the studio so that everyone can see the under 17 team. So we're going to be talking a little bit about some travel that they have coming up, some competition. And of course, was that a thumbs up? Do it again. If yeah, all right. Awesome. So let's go ahead and pull them in real quick this morning. Give me a quick second here. Yes, we have an international game coming up here, and we're going to just get some details. Let me just save this PDF really quickly. And let's go ahead and welcome into the studio these young men. Good morning. Uh-oh. Can I hear you? Say that again for me. Nope, I cannot hear you. So let me just pull you up for a quick second while you work in your microphone for me. And then we'll get you guys sorted out. Okay. All right. Okay, so Oliver News Channel folks, good morning. We've got lots of things going on in the news, so make sure you subscribe to the channel on WhatsApp so that you can get the latest updates when those are available. Some very, very interesting things happening in terms of like court decisions and stuff as of late. So make sure that you guys check that out. Okay, so give us a second here. We're going to just try to pull our guest back in again, and hopefully we will be successful this time. Okay, all right, let's try it one more time. These things happen, don't worry. If I had $1 for every day we had a tech issue, I might actually be a millionaire. Okay, let me just see. All right, folks. So the link is live now, updated link. Let's go ahead and try that again. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, there we go. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. Yourself?
Yes, wonderful, wonderful. So let's go ahead and do some introductions so that we know exactly who we're talking with. So this is the Cayman Islands Basketball Association under 17 team here this morning. So let's see, we've got head coach JP, that's you?
Yep, that's me.
All right, and we've got players Liam Ford Ramon. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
And we also have Amari, is that Latham?
Yes, Mom. Good morning.
Morning, Amari. How are you guys doing?
Doing well.
Awesome. So you guys have some exciting things coming up April 22nd through the 27th, which is right around the corner. That's literally next week. The squad is going to be representing the Cayman Islands at the Cayman Islands at CIBA U17 tournament in Rotan, Honduras. So tell us, Coach, a little bit about this event and what we can expect.
So I'm very excited. This will be the first time that the under-17 will travel to Rotan to compete in this tournament. We'll be playing against teams from the mainland of Honduras, Guatemala, also in Mexico. So it's going to be a very high contested tournament, and I'm just looking forward to representing our country and pick up some W's.
Nice. Now tell us, is this the first time you're participating in this tournament, or you've been a couple times? And, tell us what the past surprises you've had. What has it been like?
So this is the first time we're competing in this tournament. It came by networking with other coaches to other international tournaments that we attend. And, there was this coach that invited us down. They said, we would love to have you guys and participate in it. We're just looking forward to it.
Fantastic. So how many matches are you expected to have to participate in during the tournament?
So there's a minimum of 3. It could be a maximum of up to 5.
Oh, nice. All right. So we got Leonard here joining us from TCI, from Turks and Caicos. Thank you guys so much for joining. Of course, we always want to support our young athletes, especially when they compete overseas. So we do have the Cayman Islands Basketball Association's account number there at Butterfield scrolling on the bottom of your screen. If you would like to make a donation to these young men, please do, so that they can have a fantastic time. So tell us a little bit about how many team members are you taking with you to compete?
So the team will consist of 11 players that we're taking over. Yeah, and we've been training them pretty rigidly from January.
Right. Okay. Wow. So Liam, let's talk to you for just a second here. I actually happen to know that you love basketball so much that you actually go to school in Florida where you focus on academics and basketball, and that's pretty much it. So tell us a little bit about how that's been going for you.
Yeah, so I actually moved from Florida from last year actually to Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, I need to keep up.
Change, but it's been really good. I think being overseas has helped me learn a lot to bring back to the program, and just combining two different training schedules and environments and teammates. It all just kind of works for the betterment of not only yourself but the people around you. So overall, it's just helped me in so many different ways, even off the court. But I definitely think that, this last year I've learned so much, that with this being my last year participating in the under-17 program, we're definitely gonna, end it on a good one.
Nice. All right, Amari, tell us a little bit about yourself. And is this your first time competing overseas, or have you had the opportunity to represent Cayman overseas before?
No, Mom. This is like my sixth time representing Cayman. I've been representing Cayman since I was like the age of 14.
Wow. Okay.
This is also my last tournament with under 17. So mainly want to end it with a bang, like I told Mr. Dean earlier.
Nice. All right. So end it with the bang means that you guys are going to be hopefully bringing back a trophy, but no pressure. I'm just saying.
we definitely, that's our goal. We don't walk into a tournament thinking otherwise.
All right, so let's we have a flyer here with some of the tournament details. Let's just have a look at this and tell us what are some of the expenses that you guys incur when you're traveling to this tournament. Obviously, we're going to have tickets for the team members, the coaches, accommodations, and then probably miscellaneous stuff, I can imagine, like food. Would you have any time for any sort of sightseeing, or is it just focusing on the matches and that's it?
Well, the first couple of days with the tournament, we were there for business, and that's basketball. There is daytime in terms of a Sunday where there are no games. So yeah, definitely as a team, we will be able to relax a little bit after that. But yeah, for the first couple of days, it is pure business for us.
All right. So we have here, tell us a little bit about what we're looking at on the screen. This is the Group A and Group B players. And starting at 5 p.m. on the 23rd, and then you guys go straight through until the Saturday. So we've got quite a few teams, it looks like. And all these teams that you're playing up against are in Honduras?
Yeah, they're going to be, well, in terms of in Honduras, they will be in Honduras at the tournament. But these are teams from Mexico, Guatemala, and from the mainland of Honduras. Yes.
That's what I meant. Okay, so we got regional teams.
So, yeah, for everyone that's not sure, our name is Storm, so U17 Storm.
Okay.
So that is us.
All right, very good. All right, so this is fantastic. I really want to wish you guys the absolute best with this. Someone says here, average about 20 points a game, which is fantastic. And folks, if you want to support this, the Cayman Islands under-17 basketball team, they're making some moves April 22nd through the 27th. The squad will be representing the Cayman Islands at the CIBA U17 tournament in Rotan, Honduras. They're going to be going up against a number of regional teams, which is going to offer them good competition and character building, which is important in all sports. And that these young men have been putting together lots of training and dedication over several months to prepare for this moment. So this trip is just the beginning. The vision is much bigger than just one tournament. And this happens to be the first step in a long-term development journey for Cayman basketball, especially the under 17 young men. So the community is being asked to please support. Donations are being accepted to support the boys on this trip and to fund future tournament opportunities as the program continues to go. So come on, folks, let's get behind our young men and make your donations today. I know how much people here in CMR have big hearts, and you guys really, really enjoy giving to the community. So I'm expecting every single one of you, just a little $25, $50. You know, if we have enough people doing that, it can really add up. If you have a little bit more, of course, they will accept that as well. So there's the bank account information scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Support them. What more can I possibly say? All right, young men and coach, any final thoughts before we let you go today?
Yeah, I would go. I said, yeah, I do appreciate whatever support the community can give us. For basketball national team, we take what we do very serious, knowing that we represent the 70, 80,000 people that call this beautiful country their home. And we've been undefeated on home soil for the last 2 years. So
nice.
We're looking to definitely, whenever we go overseas, to make some noise.
Beautiful. I love it. And of course, I'm here in CMR. We're going to get a few little CMR coins together, and we will be making a donation on behalf of Cayman Mall Road and the Cold Hard Truth this morning as well. So Miss Damaris, Irvelin, Strong Wilt, Patricia Blake, I see you guys. I got my eyes on you this morning. I want you guys to step up to the plate. AJ, you got a little $25 in your pocket. I know you do. Let's go ahead and get the donations going here this morning. Miss Lucille, how about you? She's overseas, so sometimes it's a bit challenging for her. Blissful British is in the house. Miss Alba is here. Irvelin says, we got them. She's going to be making a little donation. Thank you, ma'am. Miss Donna Dilbert in the house. How about a little donation, Miss Donna? I'm putting people on the spot here this morning to support the under 17 team as they go to Honduras, Rotan, this coming week to, compete. Yes, Tosca says, proud mom. Ooh, is that young man in the background your son? Say hi to mom. You're making him blush, Tosca. Why? That's okay. Don't worry. That's what moms do, Amari. They're gonna make you blush, but here she is supporting you. And this is now where we need to get behind them as community leaders, members of the communities, aunties, uncles, everybody. Let's make sure that we support these young men in their journey. So very, very excited. Shall we say that once the tournament is over, we'll hear from you guys again to see how everything went? We'll be excited to know how it all was.
Most definitely. We welcome that for sure.
Yeah, awesome. All right, folks. So go ahead. Miss Donna says, of course, she got you. We got some big ballers around here. And they're not big in the terms of the amount, because everybody can give a little bit, but every little bit adds up. That is the most important thing. So we're going to get some donations going here this morning. I see Johan messaging me on WhatsApp. He says, how much is the team looking to raise? So tell us a little bit about what your needs are, because it sounds like he wants to make a donation.
So right now we're probably looking at if we can raise an additional of 4,000 US dollars, that would be, take us over the line and really help us. So.
Okay. All right. We got a caller on the line. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program. You got to turn down your radio, honey chia.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello, Miss Lucille.
My name for? What you calling my name for? What you begging? $25?
$25, not pounds. Give us dollars.
All right, put my name down and I'll tell you where to get it.
Uh,
Okay.
okay, all right. There we go. All the way from the UK. She's digging deep in her pocket. We appreciate it, Miss Lucille.
Yeah, love you all. Love you all.
Yeah, love you too. She got a big heart. Miss Lucille has a really big heart. She's always helping where she can. And she's like 80 years old. She's a senior. So, she's on a fixed budget and she's still always willing to assist. So we really love that. Folks, again, the team is looking. Johan, how much we can put you down for? I think we can count on Johan for a little donation. So yeah, that's beautiful. I love it. I'm expecting we've got 200, and let me see how many are on Instagram. Over 230 people watching this morning. So I think that we can certainly accept.
Always
Hello. Hi.
And I have it.
200, and let me see how many are on Instagram. Over 230 people. No, you gotta turn down the radio when you call in, because then all we hear is ourselves. So we are going to look forward to reaching that goal and more. So I think your guys are going to be good. So congratulations on this journey. Make us proud. Just do your best. That's all we can, ever ask for. Wishing you guys the best. And thank you to all of those who are willing to assist. AJ says, good morning to the beautiful people tuned in, and hello to all of the others. Everybody. He's like, not everybody's beautiful. Johan says, must be AI Johan donating. Oh, Johan, not the AI Jesus. No, be like the real Jesus. Be generous. Mary is going to donate $100. Look at that. She says, good luck to these young men. Hashtag Cayman Proud. Sonita says, put me down for $50. So the bank account number is literally right on the screen. I will also share it on the WhatsApp channel. Yep. If you got 50, if you got 100, if you got more, you can dig a little bit deeper. Make a donation. Irvin wants to know if that's a checking account. Do we know what account type that is?
Yes, checking account.
Checking account. There you go, girl. Do your little online donation. Yep. I feel I'm going to put this out there in the ethers this morning. I have a good positive feeling about this, that you guys are going to exceed the $4,000 donation. But I need all of you listening this morning to really, put your hands in your little pocket, put your hands on that virtual bank app, and let's get it going. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Blissful British. What you got? Little 50? I'm begging for young people, no shame in my game. Miss Iva, you got anything? How about Miss Stephanie? Hey, Miss Stephanie. She's also very generous. Marshall, all the way in the USA, but modern technology, you can donate anywhere that you are in the world. That's the great and exciting part about it. Young men and coach, thank you guys so much for coming on the program, and we wish you the best of luck. Please be safe, of course, and good luck with this tournament. And like I said, make sure that you keep us updated. Someone says Omari is a lead player in Cayman. He's really good, and he averages about 20 points a game. Wow.
Yep.
Look at you, Omari. So, do you see yourself? I mean, what are you? Let me ask you a question now about the future. What are you thinking about your future once you've aged out of the under-17 boys basketball? What's next?
Hopefully to go play university basketball in the UK, and then
Nice.
hopefully I also get a men's national team call up at that time, and I want to play pro somewhere overseas, like in China or Europe or even Africa.
Fantastic. I love that. And of course, the beautiful thing about it is the fact that you get to see the world. Like there's basketball, these sports allow you to travel and to see so many things, get to meet a lot of different people from all over the world. And that's life experience. Like you can't replace that really with anything else. So I'm really glad that basketball is going to take you all over the world. So Johan wants to know how much the Ministry of Sports is donating. Not Johan trying to call out the ministry, but you know what? The minister.
Sorry, Sandy, I do want to mention, forgive me, but Vistra did give us some sponsorship as well. So a shout out to them. They did to provide some donation previously to us for this trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was going to say the minister's traveling at the moment, but I will certainly screenshot and send that to them. And no doubt, if there's anything else that they can do, I'm sure they're going to step up to the plate. Siobhan says, I'll donate. Asked on a good day because it's payday. That's fantastic, Siobhan. I love it. Irvlin's going to be anonymous with her amount. No problem, honey child. Miss Iva's going to donate $100. Look at that. KK asking where are they going. So KK, you're just tuning in, not a problem. So our young men are going to be heading off to Rotan, Honduras, the Bay Islands there, and they're participating in a CIBA U17 tournament from the 22nd through the 27th. So that's next week, Wednesday, I believe. And the community is being asked to step up and to support with some of the costs associated with traveling for this tournament. So very, very exciting opportunity here for them. We see the roster here of all the different teams. They're the one there that says Storm playing at 7 p.m. Is there any way for us to watch the competition, or you don't know if it's going to be recorded? Hopefully we'll get some footage of it.
So from past years, what we've seen in a tournament, they do record the games. In terms of a live feed, I will find out from the organizers there and definitely share with the community if the games will be done live. If not, they definitely will be recorded.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so look at that. The numbers are growing in terms of the donation. So we got Risa says donation checked off. KK says checked off. I'm going to donate as well. And the details are right there on the screen, on the bottom of the screen. We have it scrolling really, really slow. That's KYD checking account with the Bank of Butterfield, and you can donate there. Strong Wilt. Who's Jonathan? Asking about, says, what about Jonathan? Which Jonathan? Good morning to Abby. Abby, we're looking forward to your donation. Andrew is in the house. Good morning, Andrew. We're also looking forward to you donating as well. All right. So beautiful. Well, thank you guys so much. Please have a wonderful day. And Irvlin says that she's completed her donation. And Miss Pat says our youth are doing well. Definitely got my financial support. Let's invest in our greatest asset, Cayman. So Miss Pat is going to make her little donation, little or big, doesn't matter. She's going to make hers as well. Miss Iva says she got you on Friday morning. So wonderful. Thank you so much, Miss Iva. All right, guys. Thanks. We really, really appreciate it. Cayman Islands under-17 basketball.
Thank you so much, Sandra, for having us.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Thanks a lot. All right, folks. Strong Wilt is also going to make a donation, $50. Thank you so much, Strong Wilt. This is fantastic. Well, I'm really glad that everybody is in the mood for making donations, because guess what? We got another guest who is going to be telling us about an amazing event that they have on, and we're going to get all the details here of that. Let us go ahead and put our virtual hands together for Mr. Frank Ralston, who is with the National Trust this morning. Good morning, Sir Frank. How are you?
Good morning, Sandy.
Oh, wonderful. There we go. Yeah, I was going to say, pull the camera down a little bit. We want to see that beautiful face. Okay, so Frank, you've got some stuff going on as well, celebrating World Heritage Day and trying to make an impact. Well, we know that our community members here on the Cold Hard Truth love, and I mean, they absolutely love all things related to Cayman history and culture, and the National Trust does a phenomenal job really keeping this alive. So let's talk about your upcoming Silver Thatch event. It says a tapestry of nature and heritage. What exactly is this?
So before I get into that, I just want to wish those guys the very best of luck in Honduras, and I will also be making a donation to them.
Thank you so much.
It's our young people is the reason that the National Trust does what it does. So really respect them and wish them the best.
Wonderful. Thank you. Really, really appreciate that. And you have an event coming up here as well. So tell us a little bit about your event.
So, Sandy, we don't like to do things the normal way. We like to do things differently in the National
Yes.
Trust. We're celebrating one of the most iconic symbols of Cayman, which is the silver thatch. Number one,
Mhm.
it's a tree which is endemic. It's found nowhere else on Earth. So
Wow.
it's an environmental icon. But at the same time, it's been instrumental in the entire development of the Cayman Islands because people have utilized the silver thatch for so many things, and still, we still continue to do so. And we're so happy because when we came up with this idea from last year, and we started digging around trying to find people to come out, we've found some really great volunteers who still do thatching, rope making and stuff, and they're going to be there. The West Bay club of ladies who does this kind of work, they're going to be there showing their wares and showing how to plait and thatch and stuff. But that's just one part of the whole thing.
Mhm.
You know, I go to a lot of events, and we have bruschetta and we have coconut shrimp and stuff. And we
Mhm.
decided that we didn't want to have bruschetta and coconut shrimp. We wanted to have uniquely Caymanian things for the hors d'oeuvres for the
Mhm.
and so we got Miss Zelmali and another lady, and they are creating a tapestry of Caymanian food that we're going to serve. It's not a dinner; it's just appetizers, but you know, things just to make it a little bit different.
Mhm.
The beverage service will not be uniquely Caymanian. It's going to be Prosecco and I think some of our local beer. But yeah, and then the other thing that we did, which I think makes this really, really interesting, is we have put now, our people at last year's event told us they wanted experiences. And so we've put in a lot of experiences that people can bid on to win, including a wonderful trip to Cayman Brac with a 2-night stay in a historic home.
Oh wow.
With a tour being given either by one of our staff members or myself of Cayman Brac. I believe we have lunch at Sol d'Or, and that lunch will include a historian from Cayman Brac to have lunch with our guests to tell them all about the historic aspects of Cayman Brac and stuff. So we also have a trip for two to Little Cayman, 2-night stay, Southern Cross Club, including all the meals. And thank you so much to all these very generous people who have donated this stuff. And that also includes a tour of Little Cayman, either given by myself or a member of my staff, to show them both the natural and historic features of both of our sister islands. We have, of course, lots of other things. We have bird watching tours. I think we have 3 of them.
Nice.
Grabs, and we have hikes, and we have all kinds of other stuff. But we really were focusing on experiences, things that people could enjoy. You know, we still have jewelry, we still have art. There's definitely an audience for that, but we also included in some things which we think are quite unique to this event.
Right. Fantastic.
I think people have to remember the National Trust is a nonprofit organization. The National Trust is not, it's not my organization. I didn't start it. It was created by law. We are a legal entity. We were founded in 1987 by the passing of the National Trust law, 1987. The law has been amended twice since. But basically, the guidelines of what we do, I think it's very important for your audience to know that we work within the law. We're governed by the law. So we're not governed by me, and we're not governed by somebody else. We're governed by a law, and then we have a completely democratically elected board of, I might add, 24 people who oversee the operations of the trust. So there are 3 government appointees out of the 24, and the rest of our board is completely elected, either on a district level or in our AGM. So we have a democratically elected board. So we're not under the influence of people being put onto our board. If you want to be on our board, you have to run for election to get on our board. So even though we are a nonprofit, we're not a nonprofit in the classic sense of being organized by a single person. We are actually a legal nonprofit, which is a bit different. We're not
Yes.
a government agency, so we don't have a government nominated board.
Right.
And of course,
Gotcha.
that means that we have to raise money, and that's what this is about. We're actually excited because we can use one of our heritage and our culture and our environment in one fell swoop. We can raise money to help us in the course of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And silver thatch is perfect because it represents the other one, of course, is ironwood. Ironwood also being found nowhere else on the planet, and
Really?
and something which was every single house in Cayman from probably the late 1600s until almost modern times. I think Savannah Schoolhouse is on ironwood posts, and it was built in the early 1900s. Those posts, it's amazing, Sandy. Those ironwood posts from the mission house when it fell down, we used as many as we could. The ones that are left over, they must be 200 years old, and they're just as heavy and solid as the day they were put in the ground.
Wow.
So maybe next year's theme will be ironwood. I don't know, but I think those are two things which really bind, in my mind, environment and heritage and history together.
I can't fathom how we have so many uniquely Caymanian things that are found nowhere else in the world for such a small set of islands, right? I think that's amazing. And I love what the National Trust does in terms of preservation and trying to preserve our culture and heritage. So folks, please step up this weekend. This event is on Saturday. It's the National Trust's biggest fundraiser of the year, happening from 6 p.m. until 8:30 p.m. The venue is going to be the Cayman Collection Center. Is that where the car museum used to be?
Yeah, and that in itself, I should have mentioned, is well worth the visit, because if you haven't been to the Cayman Collection Center, it is like an addition to the National Museum. They have a lot of the museum displays are set up in the Collection Center, and it has so many wonderful things in there. It is absolutely worth the visit. And if you come to the event, you have the opportunity to browse the exhibits in there. My dear friend, Ms. Tanisha Barnes, I think it was her that did an excellent job of taking the stuff out of storage and putting it out on display so that people can see the past and heritage of Cayman. And when you talk about things uniquely Caymanian, I think that our small size and our isolation, so to speak, has helped this endemicism and this uniqueness to evolve. And I think we'd be very careless if we just allow it to all be destroyed.
Yeah. Well, I have never been, Frank, to the Cayman Collection Center. So on my bucket list of things that I must do soon. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be here this weekend, so I can't attend your event, but I'm hoping that the good people are listening and they will come out and support the National Trust. The theme for this year is Silver Thatch, a tapestry of nature and heritage. And the evening is going to basically pay homage to our national tree, which is a silver thatch palm. Again, something that is only found in the Cayman Islands. So this is beautiful, symbolic of the intertwining of our nature and built heritage. So tickets to the event are only $125. National Trust members, if you are a member, you'll receive a 10% discount. The ticket includes drinks, food, and valet parking. Like that alone is worth it. Wow.
Yeah, well, we recognize that the one difficulty of the collection center is the parking, and that's why we made it easy. All you have to do is pull up and go in, and someone else will look after the issue of parking for you. And
fantastic.
So,
all right. So let's talk about the food, Frank, because we're foodies here. Don't know if you've heard. It's really not a secret. I'll tell you the truth. So I was looking at the menu options that Ms. Zamali and Island Delights Catering are going to have as some samplers, tasters. Again, Caymanian themed, of course. We have Cayman style beef sliders. Oh my gosh. Can I just tell you? I'm sitting here thinking about that. I better sip on some water so I don't get too hungry.
So this is sort of, I mean, obviously a slider is not a Caymanian thing, But how else would you serve Cayman style beef to
Listen, I
other
love
than
it.
the slider? So yes, and that's kind of what we did with this whole thing, was trying to figure out a way that we could take uniquely Caymanian things and find a way to make them finger food, and that's what we've
Mhm.
done. So we have some marinated conch as well, saltfish grilling.
Yes.
I believe they used to call them stamp and go.
Uh-huh.
I think that's the real name for them.
Yep,
And then
patties.
these patties were we did when we did the opening of Malportis Pond, the observation platforms up there. Ms. Emily catered it, and she did some chicken cocktail patties, and they were a huge hit. And that's primarily why we asked her to please include them in this thing, because they were really, really good.
Mhm.
And then, of course, we got all the sweet things: cassava cake, custard top cornbread. We're gonna have
Mhm.
swanky tamarind drink, fruit punch, in addition to the other soft drinks, beer and wine. So,
Mhm. All
so yeah,
right.
I'm not sure if there's anything. There may be other things in there that I'm missing out on, but
No,
that's
I think that sounds pretty good. That's gonna be a good night of tasting for sure.
I'll tell you what
There
I'll do. I'll set some aside for you, so when you come back, you have
exactly.
some.
Exactly. There's going to be live thatching demonstrations. And I love, I don't know if you know this, Frank, but a couple years ago, I did an interview with Minister Isaac's dad. Remind me of his name
Mr.
now.
Jarlow.
Mr. Jarlow, yes. And we were there in East End at the beach, and we were talking about thatching, and he said, "Here, try your hand at it." And he was telling me, explaining about the different levels of plats. Listen, this is like a professional thing. This is no joke. I was like, oh my God, I had no idea that thatching was so involved, right? It looks easy, but let me tell you, that is not easy at all. And so when he encouraged me to try my hands at it, and it was one of the more simple designs, I felt a little bit challenged.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I can tell you something. If you ever want to test the strength of something, test the
Mhm.
strength of a strand of thatch.
Oh
I've
my
never
God.
found a person who can pop it with their hands.
Yeah.
Sandy, I can tell you a little secret. Mr.
This,
Jarrell's.
yeah, this is from our interview that we did a
Okay.
number of years back. So I had to capture, he brought some rope, and like I said, he was actually thatching and stuff. And I said, oh my gosh, I really must capture this, because it's just so amazing that we have the skill that I feel like it's dying out a little bit, but we have to keep it alive. And people like Mr. Jarlow still does it. Those fingers are, as nimble as they possibly could be, but it's just absolutely beautiful.
So, whoops.
Yep. No, go ahead, Frank. You were about
Oh,
to
I'll
say
tell you a
something.
little secret. Mr. Jarlow is the person who taught me to fish at a very young age.
Oh, really?
He,
Okay.
yeah, he was our present deputy premier, Mr. Ruddy. I used to spend time at his
Yes.
house as kids, and Mr. Jarlow used to take us fishing. It was a fabulous experience.
Wow. Very, very nice. And that's how so many of our traditions were passed along from one generation to the next. And we have to ensure that we continue that. So, folks, the National Trust is doing their part, and we need you to step up and do your part in supporting them as well. This is an amazing fundraiser, their largest fundraiser of the year. Now, tell us a little bit, Frank, about, so people can know, where does the fund go? Like, what does the National Trust do with this money?
Well, first of all, we have an office and we have staff, and
Mm-hmm.
as much as we all love our jobs and as passionate as we are, we also have to pay electricity bills and buy groceries, so we need to pay ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the money will go to administrative use in the National Trust itself. And I'll just
Mm-hmm.
remind our listeners that the National Trust is, in the first time in its history, now has an employee in the BRAC, and we now have an employee in Little Cayman.
Wow.
So
Okay.
we now are we are really truly the National Trust for the Cayman Islands. We are not the
Mm-hmm.
National Trust for Grand Cayman. We now have offices and staff in Little Cayman and Cayman Brac, which I'm very proud of. And we have a wonderful staff over there, and I'm big shout out to them if they're listening. So
Wonderful.
yeah, and then of course we have a lot of things that we need to do in upkeep of our historic sites, primarily like the Mission House, the
Mm-hmm.
Landmeyer House, these things, it costs money to maintain them. Savannah Schoolhouse, even little things like Lighthouse Park, all these things require landscaping to be maintained, signage to be maintained. We're just in the process now of replacing a lot of our signage because some of them are almost 20 years old and you can barely read them. So there's a lot of things. We also want to build an office at the Botanic Park for our Blue Iguana conservation program, which is long overdue, and I swear it will be done in my lifetime, God willing, as they say. We need to get that done. Our staff have worked out there for years without the most basic of facilities, and that's not right. And I want to get that fixed. So we have things going on that definitely requires money. I mean, just the Blue Iguana program itself costs money to operate. We have 5 staff members full time out there caring for those iguanas. Right now they're having a heck of a time because it is mating season out there and all the boys have gone crazy. I'm not sure what kicks that off. It must be something to do with the moon. And they are misbehaving and trying to get out and getting into fights. And so those guys out there have got their hands full for the next few weeks dealing with the hormone imbalance that's going on in the program. So so we have lots of things that we need money for, and we're not a government entity. We do receive a government grant. We do receive support from government and government departments in different ways. We get a lot of community support from the corporate community and private individuals. So we are truly a community benefit organization. We benefit from the community and we give a benefit back to the community. And that benefit, it could be explained in many ways, but that's the way that I see us, as we rely on the community and we have to give back to the community. So by supporting us at this event, hopefully in some way we will be able to give back to the people of this country, something which will be lasting for a very long time, long past my lifespan. So, I mean, if Sandy, if you have not had the opportunity, I encourage you, if you're in the north side area, to go out and see the new bird blinds that we've put in at Palportis Pond. The views from that platform are absolutely amazing, and I am so grateful to all the people who helped make that possible. It's really a beautiful view, and it's worth your time just to take a visit.
Wow.
So I think things like that, I think, are the other thing. I mean, look at Dr. Roy's Iron Shore in Georgetown. If you look at it, it doesn't look like much. But you know, that might be one of the last places in this island, or sorry, at least in Georgetown, where you will be able to see the ocean. And to me, seeing the ocean is almost therapeutic. And as we get built over, that one place at least in Georgetown will never have a building on it. People will always be able to stop and look over Georgetown Harbor from that site.
Wow.
That makes me very proud. I mean, the value of that, I don't know how you would measure that. But the value to me is immeasurable because I like to be able to see the ocean.
Wow. It's sad when you say that, because that breaks my heart, because you feel like there should be, you should be able to drive the length of Georgetown, drive the length of 7 Mile Beach and see the ocean. But that, of course, the landscape has changed and that's no longer the case. But this just demonstrates once again the important work, folks, that the National Trust is doing, making sure that we are protecting and preserving as much of our history as possible. So this event, this Saturday, 6 p.m., Cayman Collection Center. I see Mr. Denny Ebanks here saying that he's never been either, and he lives right around the corner. Mr. Denny, we have got to change that. We, you and I both. I don't live in West Bay, so I have a little bit more of an excuse than you do. But you're right around the corner. So folks, let's get some details on the Cayman, let me just get the name again, Cayman Collection Center, and go and check it out. I think we definitely need to do that. And make sure that you support this event this weekend, live auction. So you can pick up a little paddle and you can bid You can bid silently if you want. I went to a fun auction recently, Frank, and I had no idea that auctions could be so much fun. They're a lot of fun.
I was
But,
just
you
at the
know,
Milky Man Easter auction, and I can tell you that was a lot of fun.
yeah. But you got to be careful though, because if you're extremely competitive like me, you can get in trouble at an auction. Because I'm just like, oh, I'm not giving up. I'm not even putting my sign down. I'm like, I'm still here. I'm still gonna bid on that.
Sandy, you know that Lil Man had their auction Easter weekend on Saturday. They raised at that auction 83,000 CI dollars in a
Wow.
little community of less than 200 people.
Oh my gosh.
They had about, I can't remember how many people, 70 something people attended, and they raised $83,000 CI, 100,000 US.
That's amazing.
Goes to show when the community pulls together
Mm-hmm.
and people believe in your cause and support
Yeah.
you, what is possible. So
Absolutely. That's fantastic. So they've got amazing prizes that you can bid on, lots of things that you can win. You've got staycations, artwork, nature and cultural experiences, private boat charters, jewelry, and much more. Please go and get your tickets online at nationaltrust.org.ky. And again, funds being raised to go towards the preservation of both our natural and built heritage. Let's go ahead and thank your sponsors, because I know that they make this possible.
absolutely. Of course, our biggest sponsor for this event is DART, and we're very grateful. We also have sponsorship from the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Heritage, the Water Authority, Sotheby's, and the Cayman Islands Shipping Registry. And again, this is an illustration of community supporting us. And that's what we're all about. If we would never last a day in this office without the support of corporate and private individuals. Volunteerism, amazing. And we have volunteers helping at the event as well. So I'd just like to add, if you are unable to get tickets for whatever reason and you decide that you would like to come, we will be allowing people to buy tickets at the door as well.
Okay.
So hopefully we don't get like 1,000 people show up at the door, but well, that's good, but I don't think we could accommodate everybody. Yeah, so if you're not able to get your tickets online at nationaltrust.org.ky, you can always pick them up at the door, or you can come into our office at Dart Park in South Sound and pick them up here as well. I'm sorry we're not able to do them over the phone. We're not allowed to take people's credit card information over the phone, so we can't do that. But in person, online, or at the door.
Yep. And you've got to be present to win the raffle prizes, so make sure you go. It's going to be a fun event. Frank, thank you so much for coming on the program this morning and for sharing this amazing event, folks. Silver Thatch is the theme for this year. Make sure that you don't miss it. It's the National Trust's biggest fundraising event of the year that they host. And let's make it bigger and better than ever. That's what I say.
Well, thank you very much, Sandy, for having us on this morning. And we appreciate your support.
Absolutely. All right, folks, that's the Director of the National Trust, Mr. Frank Ralston. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
All right, good folks. Guess what? Today's Community Day here in CMR, keeping you guys updated on all of the wonderful and amazing things that are happening right here in our community. You know, we've got, for such a small island, I must tell you, we have an amazing just congregation of NPOs, people who work in these NPOs, these organizations, and they do so much amazing work within our communities to really help so many persons, whether it's culture and heritage or preservation of culture and heritage, whether it is, helping people who are in need, children, sporting activities. I mean, it really runs the gamut. And I must tell you that I'm so proud of all of these organizations who contribute in very different and unique ways. And I want to ensure that we, know who they are. We know what they're doing, just like we've had 2 already on this morning. We've got a 3rd one that is coming up now. So I think, let me just double check to see if everybody's in the studio. Yes, we have Mr. Tony. We've got Andre. Andre, I noticed that you're sitting in front of a window. I don't know if you have a choice of not sitting in front of a window, but if you do, normally we recommend not sitting in front of a window. just a lighting thing when you're on live. But if that's your only available position, then we'll just have to work with it. But let me know. And then are we expecting anybody else? Let me just double check my notes here. I think that might be where we are. And then we're going to get on speaking with, let me see. All right. So Rotary Club of Grand Cayman Sunrise. Yes. And we've got the raffle information here. Thank you so much for this, Mr. Tony. Just seeing the message this morning. I kind of went to bed a little bit early-ish last night. So I'm just seeing this email. Not a problem. Just grabbing everything here. Wonderful. Okay. So we have joining us fundraising director, Mr. Andre Seal, and one of our past presidents and multiple time fundraising director, Mr. Tony Catalanoto. Catalanoto. Is that right? Let's see. Tony, did I even come close?
Yep. Sandy was real good. Real good. I have a hard time with it.
Good morning to you. Let's go ahead and invite Andre Seal into the studio with us as well. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, everyone. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Yes, we're doing well. Thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. So you guys have some exciting stuff coming up as well by way of a car raffle. I mean, everybody loves a car. So tell us a little bit about the history of the raffle, first of all. And we're going to be giving away tickets. I want our audience to pay attention because we will give them an opportunity to potentially win this beautiful truck. So this is the 20th Sunrise of Grand Cayman, Rotary Sunrise 2026 raffle event here. Tickets are only $25. Tell us a little bit about the history of the raffles, and you guys have given away all sorts of vehicles, I know, over the years.
Thank you for having us, Sandy. Really appreciate your support, and I appreciate your commentary about recognizing all the service clubs on the island and all the good works they do. Rotary is just one of the organizations. You've got Lions, you've got Kiwanis, and everybody does great works. Let me start off with telling you a little bit about the history, and then I'll turn it over to Director Andre, who can give you an update on where we are today. But
sure,
we've been running the car raffles as one of our main fundraising events of each year, dating back. I've been doing it probably about a dozen years now, and before then. And what I like to remind the people is their generosity. In buying these tickets, 100% of the net proceeds go back into doing good works. The vast majority in the community, supporting things like the Pines, Francis Bodden, Girls Home, Bonaventure, all sorts of community service works and projects. So their generosity, it's good to know that the funds stay local. Nobody in the local Rotary clubs are paid. They're all volunteers. So again, after the car's paid for, all that money goes right back into doing good works in the community. So we appreciate everybody's support, and the draw. I'll turn it over to Andre, but the draw is this Friday, and our last push for ticket sales.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for this. And we're going to talk about in just a little bit, 100% of the net proceeds of this actually go to support a lot of the club programs. And you guys do a phenomenal job. So we'll talk about some of those. But Mr. Andre, car raffle, you're giving away this year a 2026 Chevy Colorado Z71. That sounds like a fancy truck.
It is actually a very beautiful vehicle. But yes, just to reiterate, this is our major fundraiser for this year. Every year we have an auction or most of our raffle to give away a beautiful vehicle, and this year is the Chevy Colorado Z71. you can actually view the vehicle in front of First Caribbean, which is actually on display. So if you are in town and you want to go and see it, you can pass by First Caribbean in Georgetown and you can take a look.
Nice.
But just to go on this, we support many of the many things within the community, many initiatives within the community. So as Tony was saying, we appreciate everyone's generosity and helping us with this. Our raffle is actually on Saturday, the 18th, and it'll be at the L. Thompson between the hours of 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Once the auditors get finished with their checks and balances, that's when the draw will be. And it will be streamed live on Instagram, on our Facebook page. So guys, if you want, we can get a chance to win this beautiful vehicle.
Wow. Love it. And so, last push here, because that's this Saturday, 18th. What time is the actual draw going to be?
The draw is going to be between 2 and 4 p.m.
Okay.
So usually we have an audit process. We have our auditors come in and verify that everything is as it should, as above board. So it is a legit process. And once that is done, then we'll have the drum rolled out in front of A.L. Thompson, in front of the vehicle, and then we'll the draw live, and it will be on our Instagram and our Facebook pages.
Beautiful. So folks, last couple of days now to get your tickets. And like I said, we're actually going to be giving away some tickets this morning as well, giving you an opportunity to potentially win. But it's not just the truck. I mean, obviously the truck is like the bigly prize. Everybody wants that, but there are other things as well. So second prize is a $1,200 voucher for Cayman Airways. I would be happy with that. That's a couple trips.
We have some great prizes this year, to be honest. We have a $1,200 Cayman Airways voucher. We also have a $1,000 gift certificate from A.L. Thompson, and we also have a $600 gift certificate from Plated. And they do food preparation for persons, and is a really, really lovely prize.
All right,
Sandy. One of the things that's worthy of note is, although most of the winners in years past have kept the vehicle, there is a provision that they could arrange with the dealership for a payment in lieu of. But most of the winners actually drive the vehicle away and enjoy it. In this case, it's an absolutely beautiful vehicle.
Oh, so in other words, if I don't need a truck in my life, I could do cash instead?
I'd buy it from you, Sandy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I hear you. I got my first offer in the truck, folks, because you guys know I'm going to win it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we also have a $1,000 gift certificate to A.L. Thompson's, another one that I would be perfectly happy with, because I swear I live in A.L. Thompson's.
Me too.
I was there on Saturday. And funny enough, one of the young ladies said, "Oh, we just saw Marlon, your husband, like earlier today." And I said, "Yep, that's like her Saturday run. Like I go, he goes, we all go." We love the cat. They've got a little cat there that hangs out in the gardening section. All the staff are so amazing and so wonderful. So yep, that's another great prize. And then we also have a $600 voucher. Now I'm trying to look at that little icon. I can't make it out. Tell me, what is the fourth prize? What is that $600 voucher for?
The fourth prize is a voucher for Plated, and that's the company that does meal preparation. And is a wonderful prize, and I guess you can get your meals customized to and tailored to what you would like. You can probably get breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or anything like that. And you get $600 worth of meals.
Very good.
It's a really nice price, to be honest. I would love to win that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Not having to cook and make somebody else figure it out for you.
Exactly.
No complaints there. That is fantastic. So folks, get ready now, because we're going to do a couple trivia questions and give you the opportunity to win a ticket that could then mean that you could win one of these amazing prizes. So the draw is this Saturday afternoon. Get sorted out early. Now, where can people, let's talk about where people can actually get tickets from. So if they don't win a ticket here today, we're going to do a few trivia questions. But if they don't win a ticket and they want to get some tickets, where can they actually get a ticket from?
So every day between 9 a.m. and 4:30 p.m., you can head over to First Caribbean International Bank in town, Georgetown, and you will see the truck on display, and you'll also see some persons there selling tickets. Also, every evening, from now until Friday, we are going to be also stationed at Foster's Cabana Bay from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And this evening only, we'll also be at Hurley's Supermarket from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if you want to come out, there are 3 locations you can get them at this week until which are, again, Hurley's Supermarket, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Foster's Cabana Bay, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And also First Caribbean International Bank, which is 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And also on Saturday, now we'll be at the draw. We'll be at Ale Thompson for the draw, and we'll be selling tickets between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. You can also visit our website, and you can also find us on Ticket Plus if you want to get your tickets online.
Right. Okay. So hold on. I'm trying to put up a little poll question here. Okay, there we go. I was like, where'd that poll? That was the wrong poll question. Oh, I see. Kept the old one. All right. So here's today's poll question. If you won the truck, would you sell it? Yes or no? So just put 1 or 2 in the comment section. Are you selling that truck or are you keeping that? I'm curious to know what most people would do. Renita says, if we wanted to purchase the tickets today, where can we do that? So he just told us that. So asked and answered. So the dealership will sell it for the winner. Aisle 2025 is confirming, yes. Shanika is voting.
So in terms of the dealership, what will happen is we will put you in contact with them, and you guys will have a discussion to negotiate terms, etc. But the dealership ideally will sell it for you. Yes.
Okay. All right. So vote in the poll, folks. Let me know. I am curious to know exactly what you intend to do. So far, people are saying no, they're not going to sell the truck.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm curious about how people decide. I think some people see they're like, oh, if you're fortunate enough to win it, you don't give away your good luck, so to speak.
You know,
I mean, but you can do it. The good luck is the truck, but you can convert it.
For a $25 investment, you have the opportunity to win. This, what is it, $50,000 vehicle, and that's just an opportunity for some of a lifetime, and so why not enjoy it?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we got a caller in the line. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Miss Valda here.
Hello, Miss Valda.
Ask them why it's no ticket selling on the BRAC.
Oh, yes. How can we forget our Brackers? Miss Valda wants to know how come she can't buy a ticket in Cayman BRAC.
We can arrange absolutely, Miss Valda. We can absolutely arrange a ticket and make sure that your ticket goes in the draw. The only question we have is, do you want to buy 1 for 25, 3 for 65, or 5 for 100?
Okay. Can I buy a ticket? Can I buy a ticket for Miss Valda, because she's one of our seniors there in the BRAC. So put me down for 1 ticket for her, and if she wins a truck, we'll have to figure out how to
her name and her phone number, please.
Yes. Hold on now. Let me see.
You can send that to me.
Let me just look at the number. I want to say that she's a Scot, if my memory is serving me correctly. We actually featured her in one of our Cayman Voices interviews. So, and she's an amazing cook, by the way. Boy, some good. Boy, when I was in the BRAC last year, I got some good rundown, and all I can tell you is you're missing out, folks. You're missing out if you haven't had anything from Miss Valda's kitchen. All right, so we're going to ensure that she gets a ticket. George says, I'd like to buy a ticket. You can buy a ticket, but vote in the poll. So far, most people are saying that they're not going to sell the truck. I'm a little bit low-key surprised at that, to be honest. But keep voting. You put number 1 or number 2. Leanne says she's going to keep it. Michelle says she is going to sell it. Charlene says sell it. I'm a truck girl, says Evelyn, so she's going to be keeping that truck. Shamika says she's selling it. Melanie Hull says she's going to sell it. Evelyn says number 2, she's selling it. Denny says he would sell it. What's the value of the truck? What's the value of the truck? I know you just mentioned it.
50,300 to be exact.
Yeah, nice. Renita is voting number 2. She's not selling it. She's keeping that. Shanika's keeping it. Wow. I'm a little bit surprised by the numbers, I must say.
Sandy,
Keep voting.
What would you do, Sandy?
Oh my gosh, this is really hard. I mean, we have vehicles, so it's not that I need a vehicle. So I feel like I would sell it. Yeah. You know, but the thing is, I've actually never owned a truck, and I've always wanted a truck. So,
Sandy, you're gonna say that until you see it, and you step foot in it, and you sit down in it, and you say, "Damn, this is a nice vehicle."
Oh my gosh!
You're going to say that until you see it.
That black, sexy vehicle.
I said the same thing.
Yeah.
No, I want a truck.
Oh my God! And there's so many times that, like, you know, you feel like, in this situation, a truck would have been handy to transport this or whatever. So, I don't know what I would do. Oh my gosh! It would be a tough decision.
The first thing we can do is sell tickets to you, Sandy.
Yes. Yeah, that is true. That is true. You got to have a ticket in order to be able to win. So on that note, we've got some questions. We're actually going to give away 5 tickets this morning. Get ready.
That's right.
Yeah,
President Adrian was generous.
I know. 936-2626 is a telephone number. Question number 1. I feel like we need drum roll, please. Hold on. Where's my little yeah, I've got a little Jeopardy button. All right, you guys ready? Okay, who's going to win this one? Name one of the community parks that Rotary Sunrise helps to maintain. I didn't even get to ask the question. Caller, did you even hear the question? Hello, caller. Hello. Well, if you call in, you gotta keep the radio off so that you can hear us and not have this feedback. And you gotta be ready to answer. You gotta pay attention. All right. So we're gonna complete the question now. Let me ask the question again. Name one of the community parks that Rotary Sunrise helps to maintain. Good morning, caller.
Maintain.
Sorry,
the
what?
Bus shelter. The bus shelters.
No, you gotta
No.
You can't just throw out all kind of answers. That's why you gotta listen. The question is.
So the answer is the Winter Park Community Park.
You see what happens when you listen? We were looking for the name of a park. Congratulations, caller. Windsor Park Community Park is one of the community parks that Rotary Sunrise actually helps to maintain. So, caller, hold on one
Congratulations.
second. Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
And good luck.
And then let me just take down, can I get a first name for you?
It's Debbie.
Debbie. All right. Got your number here, Debbie. And folks, I see you guys blowing out my personal number. Don't call my personal number. You got to call the show line to get in on the question. So Debbie, congratulations. And let's find out what would you do, Debbie, if you won the truck? You selling it or you keeping it?
I'll sell it and buy something smaller.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay, Debbie, congrats. They'll reach out to you on how to collect your ticket and make sure that it gets put in the drawing. Okay. Thank you so much. You too. All right. We got 4 more. Okay. You gotta listen, folks. You gotta listen. Shanika says, repeat the number 936-2626 is a telephone number. I know some of you have that on speed dial. So, caller, we haven't asked the next question yet. I know you guys are anxious, but you got to
They
let me
sure are
ask.
eager.
You got to make sure that we actually ask the question first. All right. Here's a good one. Oh, this one's good. I wouldn't know this, but here we go. Oh, by the way, let me just say for the first question, so Rotary Sunrise maintains a number of parks, including the Windsor Park Community Park, Spots Community Park, and that's there on this Cecil Creighton, Spots Newlands Community Park. So thank you guys so much for that. Hi, caller.
I'm waiting.
All right. Give the name. You only get one guess. Give the name of the Rotary Sunrises TikTok page.
Oh, God.
Yep. You see, they didn't know. So, yeah. Strong Will says sell it and invest the money. So put the numbers 1 or 2 for the poll to be updated. I see the poll is working today, which is really exciting. This is the first time we're using this new polling system. Then actually it's working. That's fantastic. All right, Anthony. That person wrong once. I was about to answer it. Maybe they thought about it again. Today sure is Money Wednesday. All the MPOs are out today. Without a ticket, you don't have a chance. That's true. Irvelin says, I've had many vehicles from the BMWs to the Benz to Porsche and none like my truck. I've driven 4 trucks and this is, and I'm on my 5th one now. Wow, really?
Could be on to his 6th.
I know. This could be number 6. Yeah. Good morning, caller. Question again. Just make sure that you heard it correctly. Is give us the name of the Rotary Sunrises TikTok page.
RCGC Sunrise.
Yay!
That's right. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You are the winner. So I recognize that number. So I will take that down. Actually, I have you saved in the phone apparently. So I will send them your information. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, wonderful. All right, folks. So that's 2 tickets gone already. We're going to do 3 more. So you still have a chance to win. Let me just see here. Let me write down her information before I forget though. Because we're at that age now where sometimes we forget little things. Okay. Here we go. Yes. Make sure we got the list of names and numbers. All right. So we got that one. Next question, folks. 936-2626 is a telephone number. I see somebody's calling already. Okay. Here we go. Hello, caller.
Good morning.
Hi. How are you?
Good morning. Yes. Where do I can buy a ticket?
Well, do you want to try to win? Shall I ask you the next question to see if you can win one first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Well, let's try that. Yeah. All right. So what is the make and model of the vehicle being raffled this year by Rotary Sunrise? The make and model of the vehicle.
Well, I have no idea.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I haven't heard any information about it. I'm just tuning, but it could probably be a Dodge.
No. Oh man, that was such an easy one. But let's answer his question again, because I think he probably tuned in late in terms of where he can actually purchase a ticket.
So in terms of purchasing a ticket, you can purchase anytime between 9 and 4:30 p.m. at First Caribbean International Bank in town. You can also see us at Foster's Commander Bay this evening, and between Wednesday and Friday, at between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. in Foster's Commander Bay. And also we'll be at Hurley this evening as well.
Let me break your heart then a little bit. I don't get out anymore.
Oh no. Okay.
So that's a damper. I don't get it anymore. I don't drive anymore. So.
And we also do have an option for Ticket Plus. If you can get online. You can also purchase it online as well. But Yeah, we can. If you really want a ticket, we can try to make something work for you. Sandy, you have his information.
Yes.
Sandy, if you have the gentleman's information, we can make arrangements
Yes.
to get him a ticket.
Yep, because he's for health reasons he is restricted. So hold on one second. Let me just take down your number here, because I think you changed numbers on me recently.
But I updated it for you.
On my personal phone. That's right. But let me just make sure that I have it here. Okay, I got you. Got your number, and so they'll
we will be in
arrange.
touch. We will reach out to you.
Wonderful.
Thank you. We appreciate the support.
I need a transportation, so
no worries. We will do our best for you. Thank you as well.
Thank you so much, caller. All right. All right. We got more people calling. Hi, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning. We haven't asked the next question yet. Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't have a winner for that one. My apologies. We're still waiting for a winner. Oh, I'm so sorry. You got the answer for that one? What is the make and model of the vehicle?
It's a 2026 Chevy Colorado Z71.
Yes, congrats.
That's correct, 100%. Well done. Congratulations.
In my brain, I was thinking that we had a winner. Okay, now what's your first name, caller?
Marina.
Marina, congratulations. That's fantastic. Now tell us, what are you going to do if you win this truck?
I would probably sell it. Put that money towards my mortgage.
Yeah, that would be a good chunk on the mortgage. That's for sure. Yeah, wonderful.
It's a nice truck, but I'd like to get.
Yeah, and getting that mortgage down is even nicer, right?
Yeah, true.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Marina. Congrats.
And good luck, Marina.
I bought some tickets as well, so good luck too.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good luck, and thank you for your contribution and your support.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Have a good morning.
Thanks too. All right. So we have another caller. Good morning, caller. I'm going to get to the question in just a second. What we have is a comment from a listener. This listener says, I would absolutely sell it. By the way, I've noticed that I see the results, but you guys don't. I'm still trying to figure out this online poll thing. But anyway, I would absolutely sell it. That nice truck comes with vehicle insurance and ongoing maintenance costs. I'd rather take the cash and apply it to my debt. Show me the money, they say. They go on to say that sensible people will sell it. Tell them the truth. Hold on now. Wait. I can't see the bottom of that. Hold on one second. Let me move my little poll question. It says, tell them the truth. You're selling it unless it's made by Benz. Scandalous. Absolutely scandalous, listener. Does Mercedes make trucks? I feel like they do. You don't really see too many here, but I'm sure that they do. All right. Evelyn says she's trying to call. Evelyn, a lot of people are calling in. In fact, I've got a caller on hold right now. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right. Next question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. What year was Rotary Sunrise chartered? Officially formed as a Rotary Club. That's what chartered means. And yes, so that's the question. What year was Rotary Sunrise chartered?
You can find it on our social media.
Yep. If you look
2002?
Yes.
That's correct. Well done.
How on earth did you know that? Very good. Fantastic. Finally you won something. Hold on one second now. Let me just get a first name for you. Sorry, what's the first name? Renita. Congratulations, Renita. You have won. That's fantastic. So tell us, what are you going to do if you win the truck? Sell it or keep it?
I'm going to keep it. Hurricane season is coming, and I have a Honda.
All right. So she's going to keep it, folks. Thank you so much, and congrats again.
Congratulations.
All right. Fantastic. Okay. So one more trivia question. We're going to get one more question going here. So congratulations. So again, if you won the truck, would you sell it or are you keeping it? That's the question today. So far, based on the numbers that I have, 60% says they're keeping it. and 40% say that they're selling it.
Wow.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. All right. So one more question of the day. Final question. Caller, are you ready? Hello?
Yes.
All right. You get one shot at this. Who is the current president of Rotary Sunrise?
Yes.
Can find.
No, who is the current president of Rotary Sunrise?
Oh gosh.
It's on our social media, and we did say it at the very beginning of the show.
I don't know.
Oh no, that's
sorry,
I don't know is
dear.
the wrong answer. 9362626. Who is the current president? Renita says she finally won something. Congrats. Look at that. Irvelin, are you trying to call in? Oh boy. This person says, I'm going to keep the truck as my car is very old now and I'm unemployed. So that'd be a great win for them. 9362626. All right, let's see. Good morning, caller. Welcome. You think you have the answer?
Yeah, I think I do.
Yes, go ahead. Let's hear it.
It's Adrian Russell.
Say the name again.
Adrian Russell.
Yes, congratulations. That's fantastic.
Congratulations.
Yes. Let me hold on 1 second. Can I get a first name for you?
It's Travis.
Travis, thank you, sir. Congrats. And that is the correct answer. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
All right, my dear. Congratulations.
Well done.
And the only gentleman that won this morning, right?
Yes, we had all ladies.
So yes, congrats to him. All right, that's fantastic. Let me just see. Someone said I can't get through to the line. 1964 was the first chapter. Well, not when this one was registered, 2002. But the lines were busy. You could have answered, but you actually have to call in. So we have a winner already. I see people still calling. Sorry, we got a winner. Hi, caller. We've got a winner already. Hello?
I was calling back again.
Oh, yeah, we have a winner already.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks very much. All right, folks. That was good. How enjoyable was that? All right, folks. So here's the details again. You didn't win today. That doesn't mean that you're not going to win. So make sure you grab yourself a raffle ticket. You got to be in it to win it. And lots of other amazing prizes as well. 2026 Rotary Grand Cayman, that's Rotary Sunrise, raffle tickets on sale. Got to get them. The draw is this Saturday afternoon. So get your ticket before then. Just remind everyone, gentlemen, on exactly where they can purchase tickets. Only $25. You can get a whole book. They've got discounted prices, 3 for $65, 5 for $100. Yes, fantastic.
Sandy,
Right.
I just want to. I'll let Andre give the details today, but I just want again plead to the listening audience that yes, it'd be nice to win the vehicle and drive that beautiful truck away and all the other wonderful prizes, but not to lose sight of the fact that all of the money raised goes back into the support, the good works in the community. It's supporting the locals that need help. It's supporting the youth, supporting our elderly. It's an investment in our community, and I'm selling it, but it really is money well spent. And the added bonus is you have an opportunity to win some wonderful prizes. But your contribution in supporting the good works of our organization would be greatly appreciated.
Fantastic. Yes.
Well said, Tony. Okay, in terms of where you can get tickets, as I mentioned before, First Caribbean International Bank between 9:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. Well, in this instance, will be today until Friday. Also, you can find us at Camana Bay Foster's this evening at 5 p.m. between 5 and 9. You can also find us at Hurley's Supermarket this evening between 5 and 9. As I mentioned, we'll be at Cabana Bay on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 5 to 9 at Foster's. On Saturday, you can get tickets at A.L. Thompson between the hours of 8 a.m. 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. And you can also find us on Ticket Plus, where you can get your ticket online if you would like to purchase online as well.
Fantastic. All right. So just want to confirm that there is a process. They do have auditors, and this is sometimes, things may happen, and this is how they keep it completely above board and legit. The auditors will make sure that everything is done professionally and all tickets are accounted for. So that takes some time before they will be able to formally, I guess, announce who the winner is. But here's a picture of the beautiful truck. Nice. I like it. Looks really, really nice. Ms. Anna Rose here also asking about any tickets for sale in Cayman Brac. I think you guys need to send a book over there like today.
we do have a local Rotary chapter over there. We may have overlooked that this go round only because we have the opportunity to sell online. But if we can get her contact details, we can make sure that a ticket is available to her and anybody else in the BRAC listening. We're not discriminating at all. We'll sell tickets to anybody.
Yes, and I love it because.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, no, I was just gonna. Yes, you can purchase them online as well, Ms. Anna Rose. But I was going to say that, although Bobo doesn't actually transmit on Cayman Brac, as we can see, a lot of people are listening online and they're hearing the show there in the Brac. So, Ms. Anna Rose, you're the second person this morning asking about what about us in the Brac and Little Cayman as well. So you can go online, but it sounds like they'll get you. Just send me a WhatsApp message and I'll forward your contact details and they'll get you sorted out. So El Rey says, is it buy 4 tickets for $100 and get one for free?
Essentially, that's what it is.
Yeah, in effect, it's 5 for $100.
It is 5 for 100, but essentially, if the tickets are 1 for 25, it is essentially buy 4, you get 1 free. So 5 for 100 or buy 4, get 1 free. The same thing, to be honest.
Melody says, hey, Sandy, do you have to be there in person to win?
Absolutely
no, you do
not
have to be in person. We will call you. So for those who have bought tickets, if you see a strange number call you between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. on Saturday, just make sure you answer it because it could be us, and you could be the potential winner of this brand new truck.
Answer the phone. Miss Renita says, I'll be buying myself a few more tickets online to heighten my chances of winning that beautiful truck. So she won this morning.
Thank you, Renita.
Thank you, Renita. Thank you.
Yes, Renita, you say you never win anything. You won this morning. So I'm thinking the odds are in your favor and you buy more tickets, the odds are even better. So folks, please don't forget that Rotary Sunrise does amazing work. 100% of the net proceeds are going to support some of their club programs, which include LIFE, which is literacy is for everyone, polio eradication, Rotarac, and EARLYAC?
Yeah.
Yes, EARLYAC.
Yep. Spots Newlands Community Park, Medical Mission to Honduras, the Francis Bodden Girls Home, the Pines, community Christmas parties, Buy a Kid a Book program, and various youth programs. So Rotary Club of Grand Cayman Sunrise is celebrating 24 years of service to the community. And Rotary is the largest service club organization in the world with over 1.2 million members globally. They focus on community service and humanitarian efforts while promoting peace, health, and education initiatives. So, sounds like people should join Rotary too. I'm sure you need volunteers, right?
We would welcome them. And Sandy, just a real plug for, you mentioned the EARLYAC and Rotarac. This is where we start to introduce service to the younger generation. So EARLYAC in the public schools, we go out them and get them involved, and they in turn do little initiatives to go and visit the Pines and teach them about giving back to the community and service work. And then from EARLYAC, they go to the young professionals, which is Rotaract, where they continue the good works, and then us older folks in Rotary carry on the legacy that they start for us.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love it. Yeah. It's important to get young people started early when it comes to community service, because giving back is so important to know who we are as human beings, and certainly here in such a small community as well. Very, very important. So thank you so much. We've got Mr. Andre Seals and we have Mr. Tony joining us. He was past president of Rotary Sunrise, and Andre is in charge of the actual event, making sure that everything fundraising. Yes, he's in charge of fundraising. So he's the fundraising director. So thank you so much to both of these gentlemen for joining us. And, find out, go on their social media, reach out to them, find out a little bit about Rotary Sunrise and how you can help. But between now and Friday, buy yourselves a ticket.
Sandy, thank you to you for the good works and for allowing us the opportunity to come and tell our story and for supporting it. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you both. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Take care. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. And I'll get those names out to them. Congratulations to all of the winners this morning. That was fantastic. Mello DE says, much appreciated. You are most welcome. Miss Emma's in the house. Good morning, Miss Emma. How you doing? So yeah, we'll send them the names of all the winners. I'm buying a ticket for Miss Valda Scott and Cayman Brack. And Cayman Brackers will also send you some additional information on some tickets and stuff as well. So Miss Anna Rose, just WhatsApp me. I've got a message here for you as well. Okie dokie. That's fantastic. So yeah, some good organizations this morning. That was a good show, don't you think? Reminding you guys of all the amazing work that is happening right here in our community. So 2 more tickets can be sold now, says this person. They are going to buy 2 tickets, husband and wife team. They're going to team up. Beautiful. Go online and make it easy. Make your life easy. All right. So we got another few minutes of the program. No overtime today because I'm busy. Sorry. Auntie's having a busy week this week and a busy week next week because I'm traveling next week, Friday. So you know what that means. Got lots to do between now and then. And yeah. So what about all the memes? Can I just tell you guys something? You guys are cracking me up with all of the Trump memes. I can't get enough. I mean, you got to laugh. Without laughter, I don't know where any of us would be right now. Honestly, you have got to laugh. So let me share a few that are just absolutely hilarious. Of course, President Trump, in case you don't know, he's president of the United States of America. He actually did on, was it Sunday? He did a AI generated image of him as Jesus, except now he says, no, that wasn't Jesus. He wasn't trying to do Jesus. He was trying to be a doctor. And every single one of us is sitting here scratching our heads and we are confused as heck because we're like, huh? You're trying to be a who? A doctor? Well, Jesus was the ultimate healer after all. So maybe from that perspective, I don't even know. I'm going to show you guys something. I haven't fact checked this, but this is funny. I don't think that this is true, but this is really funny anyway. It says here that, hold on one second, that Trump misunderstood the assignment, which is entirely possible. But tell me what you think about this meme, if this is true or not. This person says, hold on one second here, I'm going to pull it up on the screen, that what the excuse should have been, one second here, hold on. The excuse should have been that he actually was told that it was doctored, not that he's a doctor. So here's Captain Obvious. It says, Caroline Levitt says that President Trump's Truth social media post depicted him as Jesus was a doctored image. And then Manny says, OMG, was Trump told to tell the press that the image was doctored, but misunderstood and told everyone that he was depicted as a doctor? No. Tell me that can't be true. No way. I mean, yeah. With President Trump, you never know. Anything's possible. I don't know. I'm gonna fact check that one because I kind of feel like low-key that was just said to make us laugh because it can't be that bad, right? Doctored AI image versus being a doctor. But I heard his comments and he said, no, I was trying to be a doctor. And that, because after all, I'm healing people. I'm just like, what? You are healing people? Really? Okay. If you say so. Big shout out to K Mannion, Mr. Oh gosh, what's his name? Mr. Danny. Hold on. 1 second, because he had me laughing yesterday. He had me laughing. Mr. He's on Facebook. Oh goodness, what's his name again? Oh, his posts make me laugh all the time. Denver. Mr. Denver says that we're all missing the point. And I was thinking, no, honey child, we're not missing the pint. We got the pint. He says, what part, this is oh, wait a minute. That's not him. Mr. Denver says, like, what is it that you don't understand? It's AI. And we're like, Mr. Denver, I'm pretty sure this is where Captain Obvious needs to come into the conversation. I'm pretty sure that nobody thought that was actually Jesus. Of course it's AI generated. Look here, folks. We live in the world of AI. Nobody thought that this was Jesus. What do you mean it's AI? Like, duh. That's Captain Obvious. Okay, this is what he said. According to multiple news outlets, the image Trump posted was an AI-generated depiction of himself in a Christ-like pose, surrounded by symbolic or dramatic elements such as, and then he said, for God's sake, people, expect better from you. We don't even understand what you're talking about, Denver, because there's no dispute. Yes, we know Trump is not Jesus. That's not, what? That wasn't the point. That is definitely not this is where you're missing the forest for the trees. In fact, you're missing all the forest and all the trees when you post this kind of foolishness. Denver, we know it's an AI image. We know Trump isn't Jesus. There was no photography around when Jesus was there. There was no Polaroid cameras. There were no smartphones. What are you talking about? We get that it's AI. It's not about that. It's about the fact that people are seeing this as one of the worst things, perhaps, and he's done a lot. So I don't know how you categorize worse from worse. But this could be one of the worst things that he's ever done because people are seeing this as a mockery. That's the point, right? Who does this? Who depicts themselves as Jesus? Jesus was supposed to be a man who walked this earth, a spiritual being who walked this earth, was in the flesh. Christianity is built around that whole entire story and narrative, and he was born of the Virgin Mary. And so it is sacrilegious to pretend to be Jesus. It is sacrilegious for people to even claim that they're healers when they're not. And for someone to take time and put in, this is the crazy part. You put in some kind of instructions in some AI. I don't know if he's using Chat GPT or what the heck he's using to tell it to what? Make you a doctor? So everybody's like, we get that Jesus was a healer, but we're pretty sure if you tell AI to create an imagery of you as a doctor, it is not going to create one of you as Jesus Christ. I mean, come on. It's sacrilegious. It's ridiculous. And so the point really is missed. The issue isn't about the AI image itself. It is about the messaging behind it. Portraying a political figure as Christ-like is very, very disturbing. This is where divinity, divine roles crosses into territory that many people will understandably find inappropriate, regardless of who it is. Faith is deeply personal, and using that imagery in a political context will always spark very, very strong reactions. At the same time, people need to be consistent, right? So, we're going to be critical of leaders, of any types of leaders, but you cannot elevate yourself beyond accountability or place on a pedestal that suggests they're above reproach. Because the one person, I think, if you're a Christian, that we all agree was perfect and walked this earth perfectly, and they still crucified him, was Jesus Christ, right? And so we say that he was above reproach. He did not sin for the time that he was here. He did get angry at some people, though, and he told them about themselves. So yeah, it's not about the AI. It's about judgment, symbolism, and the line that you cross between leadership and idealization. No one should idolize a leader to the point where they believe that they are Christ-like, or that not even he's saying he's Christ himself. Now, the irony is for Trump to then say, no, I was trying to be a doctor. Well, the point was not lost on people. People were just like, no. So listen to this. So this is a lady laughing.
Laughing for like 20 minutes.
She said she's been laughing for 20
People on
minutes.
Threads are crazy.
So they're making so much fun of this. I've seen the memes. So here's one. It says, yes, your doctor knocking at the door before he enters exam room. So this is Jesus knocking at your door. I mean, people are just having a field day with this.
Your doctor knocking on the door before he enters the exam room.
It is funny though. Here's another one. Your lab, this is Jesus now sitting down with, maybe that was Mary Magdalene. I don't know. Says your labs look good. Have you tried losing weight? Oh my gosh.
Your labs look good. Have you tried?
I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You really can't make this up. Here's another one. I know this doctor guy, Dr. Tony. Tony Young, MD. Yes, he's I think he's a plastic surgeon actually. So here he is. He says, "Don't mind me. I'm just a physician dressed for work in my usual uniform." And he's dressed up like how we imagine Jesus might have dressed.
Said, don't mind me. I'm just a physician.
She can't even stop laughing.
I can't even read it. I'm laughing so hard. This is just a pick of my.
All right, so here's another one with Jesus surrounded by the beautiful little children. And it says, just a picture of my family pediatrician, my family's pediatrician. Yep.
Family's pediatrician.
Jesus surrounded by, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your kid lying to their pediatrician. How many hours this?
So there's Jesus with another little boy. The headline says, your kid lying to their pediatrician about how many hours they spent on screens. Oh my gosh. Screen time. No son. Here's another one. My doctor telling everyone he's now out of network because Jesus is flying up in the air. Oh my goodness, with the celestial beings. No, sir. This one was funny. This is all of the Grey's Anatomy staff, and they're all wearing Jesus like looking robes. And this is your team of doctors, your new Grey's Anatomy. So let's look at, hold on one second. Let's look at the other ones in this video. All right. And then
I love the internet. I love the internet.
The internet is crazy.
I've never leaving.
So anyway, caller, good morning.
You said that you're traveling again. Did you remember what I told you the last time that you went off of this island?
Oh my
How many
goodness.
passports do you have? Can I get one of those to restrict you?
Oh my gosh.
How you are going? You said you're going next Friday again.
Oh my goodness.
Can you decide where you want to abode permanently?
Oh no. Come on now. It ain't that bad. Oh my God.
Loneliness again for the week. My God.
Oh
Anyhow,
my goodness. Yes,
give me
sir.
a call when you're through, Mom.
Okay, dear.
Just give me a call when you're through. But I need one of them passports.
Yes,
and
sir.
they to stop cooking now.
Oh,
they don't cook anymore. So I don't know what's going on, but I don't get in contact with Rohan. And
With Johan. Oh my goodness.
yeah, he just said we can do something with you. Thank you. I'll wait for your call.
All right, my darling. So yeah, so the memes are just hilarious. Like everybody's dressing in the Jesus robes. There's one that says, get your doctor's costume, but it's actually like the Jesus costume. Oh my gosh. Thanks for the laughs, Trump. I mean, if nothing else, you're making the country go broke. Gas prices are ridiculous, whatever, but at least we get to laugh. I mean, I understand that the Christians might finally be upset about something. I don't know. Look at this one, sir. Can we help you? No, I work here. He's walking into the operating theater. He's like, nope, I work here. Oh my goodness. I just can't make this stuff up. Here's one that's hilarious. Hold on. This one says cognitive assessment. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Yes, sir. Hold on. This one's funny. One second. Whew, you cannot make these things up. Here we go. Here's another one that says cognitive assessment. Question, please identify the doctor. Number 1 is an actual doctor. Number 2 is Jesus. Abby's like, it's 9:30, girl. I know. I'm watching the clock, Abby. I'm going to be good today, though. I'm going to behave myself because I can't even. If I had to describe what I really think of President Trump, Lord Jesus. So, in a moment of clarity, apparently, because I think the man is suffering from some sort of like serious cognitive issues, right? But anyway, he actually deleted it because there was such a backlash. His phone must have been blowing up. Like, what is wrong with you? And so now it says that, this was trending all over the world. New York Times headline says the Trump posted a picture of himself as Jesus. Now he's trying to explain it away. So then he did, as President Trump received 2 bags of McDonald's food delivery to the Oval Office, he told reporters that he thought the image he posted to his Truth Social account depicted him not as Jesus, but as a physician. I thought it was me as a doctor, Trump said of the post, which he deleted after an outcry. The removal was a rare retreat for Trump. Wow. I can't even, not even the lies are believable. You don't think, what's worse? Is it worse for Trump to actually believe that? Or is it worse for him to tell a lie? Well, of course it's worse for him to tell a lie. Y'all know how we feel about liars around here, honey child. So somebody did one of him as the Pope in the little pontiff outfit. like maybe he's the Pope. It's just crazy. So then he created this whole fake narrative that was low-key hilarious of him receiving a McDonald's delivery from some woman. And hold on. There was something I read about this that made me it's funny, but it's sad, right? So here she is. Trump deleted AI Jesus and then ordered McNuggets as probably his weirdest move yet. These are real newspapers. This is like the Independent. This is their headline. This is their my God, we have all been sucked into this Trump universe that is mad as Ras. What the hell? Now, here's something that's really, really funny, but sad about this woman, right? So apparently this is a whole setup. And where did I read this one? Because it was so interesting. Someone had a very, very interesting comment about her delivery, saying that the whole point of this was to try to make a whole she is, she's saying that her life is so much better under the Trump administration. But the truth of the matter is she's actually working this job as a DoorDash delivery driver because she can't even hold on. She can't even get proper insurance for her husband, who apparently has cancer. And I was like, what? I'm trying to see if I can find the story behind this woman. It's really quite a sad story, actually. It's kind of very, very sad. But this is what people do. They're letting, in this case, a politician use them for the purposes of trying to make this point. And the whole thing is contrived and it's not a lie. It's like, oh, Aren't you doing better now? Because I'm trying to find her story. I'm trying to find the DoorDash story. There's a whole thing about it. You got to get the facts on it. But it's like, no, this poor woman is having to work this delivery job because Trump has taken away medical benefits from people who ordinarily would be able to get medical benefits. That's not funny. That's not cool, you know? And so, yeah, the DoorDash thing is like really, 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 really sad. That poor lady. And here she is, a pawn, allowing herself appeared to be a pawn. So here we go. Oh, yes. So supposedly she's talking about this no tax on tips law, which he has pushed into place and saying, oh, that's great because, you know, that really is helping the people of the Cayman Islands. Oh, my God. The people of the United States of America. Not the Cayman Islands. But the truth of the matter is, let me read you what the true story is. And this poor woman, it's so stupid. Like, you can't allow politicians to use you in their games and their political pawns, right? For a photo op moment. So here's this lady. Let me show you who she is. And then we can get into some of the details. Yep. Here she is, Miss DoorDash lady. Poor thing, she's aging, but there she is. And they're talking about, you know, money on tips. So it turns out, hear this mix-up story now. It turns out that the DoorDash grandma who delivered McDonald's to the White House. Geez, I'm peace. Trump is not even trying to be healthy. The dude has DoorDash deliver McDonald's. Oh, I'm surprised he lived to be 80, to be honest. We're going to talk about his theory about Cokes here in a second, but I'm surprised this dude lived to be 80. But anyway, it's a Republican. She apparently is a Republican operative with a surprisingly busy schedule. Sharon Simmons is her name, and she's been on the GOP circuit for months. Now, you know, there's not a random call, random DoorDash, but she's been testifying before the Ways and Means Committee in Nevada in July of 2025, appearing in a promotional video posted by Representative Jason Smith just days before the White House delivery, and starring in footage that Representative Dave Kustoff posted on his own social media to help sell the One Big Beautiful Bill. Who names a bill the One Big Beautiful Bill? Oh, my God. We live in an alternative universe. Intelligence is no longer what's important. But anyway, 3 separate Republican productions, 3 different audiences, one grandma with a custom red shirt and a suspiciously consistent set of talking points. The geography alone should raise eyebrows. In Smith's video, she said that she lived in Missouri. In the Nevada testimony, she said that she is from Boulder City, Nevada, which public records actually confirm. By Monday, she was telling reporters that she lives in Arkansas. Woman, make up your mind. Which lie? Pick a lie and stick with it. DoorDash says she just moved a lot, which sure, but it is awfully convenient that her home state keeps matching whichever Republican needed a sympathetic local face for their messaging operation that particular month. Because she is flown in from out of state and compensated for the trip, at least one legal observer has floated the question of whether or not she might qualify as an undisclosed lobbyist. That one is unlikely to go anywhere, but the fact that people are even asking tells you everything. What this really is, though, is just another Tuesday for this administration. Trump and his team have built an entire governing philosophy around the carefully staged moment, the fake spontaneous encounters. I love it. Fake spontaneous encounters. The regular person who turns out to have been booked a month in advance and pre-screened by the Secret Service. The difference is that particular stunt unraveled on camera when Trump himself jokingly said, "This doesn't look staged, does it?" Oh, Lord, please help us. He actually said, camera as the woman shows up. This doesn't look staged, does it? You gave yourself away, dude. What is wrong with Trump? He is so stupid. While a reporter had to remind him to tip the woman he was using as a prop. At some point, the lying gets so layered and so reflective that even the people running the show seem to forget what the truth was supposed to look like. Wow. Okay. Lord have mercy. And then the whole story about her her delivery is just next level crazy. And unfortunately, like I said, the sad thing about this woman is she actually has a spouse who has cancer. And so she's having to work this job talking about, oh, no taxing on your tips. That's not the entire truth. But what is happening here is this woman actually, and the White House did a whole picture of her showing up. Did you guys see the video? They did a whole video of her showing up to the door, taking him his McDonald's in a bag. Like they made a whole 1 minute and 19-second PR thing out of this. And it is so hilarious for her to be coming and making a delivery of McDonald's to the Oval Office. And, he's having a spontaneous lunch. And all of the reporters said they lie for a living. DoorDash PR crashes out online as Trump turns delivery into a staged stunt and then leaves them to take the hit. So all of the people are like, this is such a lie. Like, this is ridiculous. But here's the truth about it, right? Here's the facts about her situation. So DoorDash for Granny, that's the shirt that she had on. She was delivering 2 bags of McDonald's to the president. DoorDash, for the record, was a mega donor to Trump's 2025 inauguration and issued a coordinated press release, had their global head of public policy ready with quotes, and shuttled Simmons straight to Fox News, that's the lady now, the moment the bags were handed over. This was a PR operation dressed up as a lunch order. The stagecraft got sloppier from here. Listen to this bit now. When Trump declared, "I think you voted for me," Simmons answered, maybe. What? What? She didn't actually vote for him? Oh my God. Anyway, she responded, maybe. I assume if she did, she would have probably said yes. But anyway, and then he pivoted to ask her views on transgender athletes. This is so weird. What? Transgender athletes when you're delivering McDonald's? Okay. She shut it down entirely, saying that she only is there to talk about the no tax on tips. The dude can't even stay on script. They staged this whole thing, and he's such a fucking idiot that he can't even stay on script with what he's supposed to be focused on. So she's like, no, I'm only here to talk about the no tax on tips. Then I guess he remembered, like, oh shit, that was the script. That's why we're doing all this, huh? Nothing to do with transgender athletes. Why is he obsessed with transgender people? He probably dressed up in a bra too. Then came the number that deserves more scrutiny. Both Trump and Simmons cited $11,000 as what she saved under the policy. Well, this is not accurate. The $11,000 is what she earned in tips. Hear how they lie. They can't even tell the truth about anything. $11,000 is what she earned in tips. Independent tax experts put the average actual savings from the policy at around $1,300 per year, when someone in her income bracket, realistically keeping it closer to between $1,300 to $3,000 at most. Workers also still owe Social Security, Medicare, and state taxes on those earnings, regardless of the policy's name. So they say no taxes on tips, and you still are paying Social Security in your tips, Medicare, and state taxes. Oh boy, the lies, the lies, the lies. And what is truly sickening is that they're now officially branded DoorDash grandma t-shirts, because y'all fools gonna go buy them. And we're supposed to find this charming. Simmons has completed over 14,000 deliveries driving her own car. Over 14,000, right? Her husband was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer in 2024, and she has told Fox News that the treatments wiped out their savings entirely. She's delivering McDonald's to cover cancer bills. This is what she's told them. The fact that a grandmother cannot afford to retire, cannot afford her husband's medical care, and is being celebrated rather than seen as an indictment of every system that failed her says everything. Trump tipped her $100 on camera, which probably isn't even enough to pay for gas to get back to Arkansas, not to mention that chemotherapy costs tens of thousands of dollars. The whole spectacle was less of a policy win than a portrait of exactly what is broken. My God. And they had to remind the guy to actually tip her. And when you see the picture of him finally pulling out the money to tip her, it almost looks like the woman did not even want to accept the money. I don't make up the news, folks. I'm just here to tell y'all and show y'all the photographic evidence of what it is. Look at her. She's looking at that money, just scornful, like, really? That's all? Woo! No, sir. Before we bid adieu, here's another one that's now trending. Dr. Oz actually had the audacity to get on some show, some interview that he did, and said that Trump's cancer cure, he drinks 12 a day, says Diet Coke kills cancer because it kills grass. Oh my God, because it kills grass. What? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm done. I'm done. Jesus, is that you with your DoorDash at the door? Oh my God. Folks, please don't drink. I drink the occasional Pepsi. I don't even know why, because half the time I'm drinking, I'm like, oh, it don't really taste that good. It's just a bad habit. Give up your bad habits. Give up the smoking. Give up the drinking. Give up the Diet Coke. But apparently the diet versions of these things are worse than the regular version. So don't drink the regular version. Don't be like me. Don't drink the regular version either. I'm like maybe doing once a week. I'm trying to just do water and tea. See my glass of water here. Mm-hmm. Wow. Andrew says, all stage, your president collecting McDonald's nuggets, please, really. Yeah, the whole thing was staged. It's just ridiculous. Morning, Dean. How are you, Miss Dean? Anyway, Shaka Zulu says, blindly creating an AI response and not understand the context of the AI response is hilarious, Uncle D. Like, I don't believe that, though. I mean, he is dumb, but I don't think he's that dumb. Like, you don't tell AI to create, oh my God, I have an idea. Hold on. Okay, I have an idea. It's probably the worst idea or the best idea. You'll have to be the judge of that, but hold on. I have an idea. I'm thinking if I told AI to create a doctor version of me, AI is not going to put me in a Jesus outfit, but I'm going to tell AI to let's play around with this whole Jesus thing. I got to find a picture of myself. Okay. See, I even feel bad telling AI to do this because I feel like this is sacrilegious. Oh my God, maybe I shouldn't do that. Let's see. I'm going to ask it to do a Jesus meme of me. Let's see what it does because everybody's creating them now. It's so crazy. Let's see. AI probably will say, nope, sorry, we can't make fun of Jesus. And then I'm like, what AI model did Trump use? What? Ooh, this is sketching it out. Let's see what I would look like as a disciple or as a Jesus, making the first draft. Oh, okay. That is low-key ridiculous. Oh my God. Hold on, let me show you what it did. I don't know where he got the text from, but anyway, here's the AI Jesus version of me. They just put a beard on my picture, I think. Faith and Hope says, don't do it. No, but it's look, it says, LOL, Trump got arrested. Follow me if you want to stay out of trouble. Okay. No. That's a hot mess and then some. Anyway, folks, I don't know what else to tell you. We live in a crazy world, and it seems to be getting crazier by the minute. Tune in tomorrow. Yes. I think tomorrow we have somebody that's coming. Oh, yes, health and wellness people, I believe, are coming on tomorrow. And then I've got to talk to you guys about this landmark case that the Labor Appeals Tribunal recently dropped this decision. It's a big deal. And we got to talk about it because I know for a fact that it is going to impact a lot of you. Yeah. This is one you got to pay attention to. And I know the article's out there. Some of you are reading it and you're like, I don't know what this means. We're going to break it down. So someone says, good morning. That far right Christian is a MAGA. She's now saying she is demon possessed. She's alleged to be paid to do stunts like this. Demon possessed? What the heck? No, sir. Okay. Oh, and yes, I am working on a scammer. Oh my God, this one? Woo! These people are coming to Cayman. And the things that they're doing, oh my gosh, look at my poor hair, looking wild and crazy. The things that they are doing and being permitted to do is wild. Let me just say that the level of disrespect and scamming that is now happening in this country from foreign nationals in particular, Caymanians don't get a pass, be very, very clear. But you have to be low-key different to go to another man's country where you don't have residency, you don't have status, you're not a Caymanian, and you here acting out the way in which you are. Woo, honey chat. Let me tell you something. I am coming for this one. His name, I'm going to give y'all his name because I'm going to post up a little something about him. Cleve Anthony Dennis, a Jamaican national in Cayman, trying to do the most. Bobo, no. We're going to put together a couple dollars and put you on that flight back to Kingston, Jamaica. Cleve Anthony Dennis, your number is up. I feel like I need to take out my little gavel. Honey child, you have got to stop. You're doing too much scamming. And we are now on top of you. And you know what, CMR? Let me rephrase that. Not on top of you, but you know what happens when CMR gets on you? You in trouble. Remember how them little children used to say back in the day in school? They'd be like, oh my gosh, you gonna get in trouble, you know? Maris, yeah, you will get it now. No, sir. OMG. Lady D, don't even drink orange juice. I gotta tell y'all, orange juice, not no better. Anyway, it's wild. This guy, Cleve Anthony Dennis. So I'm hoping that maybe by Friday, we can do a segment. I can't go into overtime on Friday because I got something else I'm doing. Oh, man. Ooh, this is going to be a tough schedule this week. Anyway, we're going to get to him soon. But he is a big, ooh, honey child. He's running a lot of scams around here. He is doing the most and then some. So stay tuned for all of those. We will be bringing it to you. We're still not done with our Filipino friends. We're coming back to them. We get another one to report on. I'm just putting some facts and stuff together for that story. My God. I feel like we could do like nothing but scammer shows these days because it is Andrew. Andrew, you're not even going to believe it. It's more than one. It's immigration. It's housing. It's fraudulent business. It's a whole slew of things, forging people's signatures. Anthony, this guy, has some balls. Trust and believe me. Cleve, I've never met you. I've never seen you, I don't think. But you got some big cojones until you get caught. Until you get caught. And now you get catch. Because CMR got the story on you. And it's a hot mess and then some. Let's see if we have time tomorrow. If we have time tomorrow, we can delve into it. But I'm going to have AI do a little image for me. Yes, thank you, AI. He will not be looking like Jesus because he's nowhere near being Jesus. We're going to do a little AI image and we're going to put a teaser on social media. So y'all know that Cleve, Anthony, it's coming. Oh my gosh. All right, beautiful people. Y'all have a good day. Love you lots. Love you like cook food, like K-Manion cook food. You know what I'm saying? All right, get your tickets for Rotary. Support the under-17 basketball team. And also get your tickets for the event this weekend for the National Trust. We had some really great organizations on today. Please go out and support all of them. See you guys tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Toodaloo.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show episodes. Don't forget to follow us online on our social media channels and visit CaymanMarlRoad.com for all the latest news and community happenings.